Majority of the people work hard to earn money, and most of them are dreaming to save money for their future. But what are the most effective ways of saving money? In this video, we will share to you the 4 effective ways of saving money. Tip number 1, financial awareness. You need to track all your expenses to make sure your money is being utilized wisely. When you keep track of your expenditures and know where your money goes, you can learn more about your debt and how it came about by keeping track of your spending. This will then enable you to create an appropriate debt relief plan. Another part of financial awareness is having a budget plan. Budgeting plan ensures that you don't spend more than you earn, allowing you to plan for both short and long-term expenses. It's a simple and effective way for people to keep track of all income and expense levels to keep their finances in order. Aside from these is having a cash flow, which is part of financial awareness as well. You need to be aware of your assets and liabilities. What is the difference between these two things? Assets are the things that will generate revenues to you, while liabilities are the things that will not give any revenues. These are the examples of assets compared to liabilities. Example: John and Jim have $5,000. John decided to buy a car and he used it for personal use, like going to the office and even hanging out with the family. So, the car didn't give him anything in return. Instead, he needed to pay for the service, maintenance, and the gas of that car. While Jim decided to buy a car as well, sometimes he uses it when he goes to the office and when they are going out with the family. But most of the time he allowed it to be rented by someone so he could generate money and income from it. Tip number 2. Money management skill. Having a money management skill is very important because it will protect you from overspending and protecting the hard-earned money you have. One of the basic aspects of money management skill is budgeting. Having a budget promotes financial stability. A budget makes it simpler to pay bills on time, to accumulate an emergency fund, and to save for significant costs like a car or home. To get started in budgeting, you can follow the popular ways of 50-30-20 rules. Example: 50% of your income will be used on essential needs. 30% of your income will be used on wants. And 20% of your income will be used for setting aside or paying off your debt. Speaking of savings, how much possibly you could have for 5 years if you will continuously set aside 20% of your total income. Example: you are earning $1,500 per month and the 20% of it is $300. In 1 year, you could have $3,600. And in 5 years you can have $18,000. Now, speaking of debt. In tip number 3. We highly suggest avoiding any debt because debt has a financial, emotional, mental, and physical impact on your life. It has the potential to cause anxiety, depression, and mental illness. It can lead to a variety of physical health issues, especially if you lack sources of income to cover it. Well, I am not saying lending money will make people bad, because there are several successful businessmen who borrow money from others to fund their businesses. From the person who masters the money management, they have a plan for the money and are not in desperate need. Taking a deliberate approach to seeking financing can reduce stress, increase your chances of success, and ensure that you can repay the loan with ease. Let's proceed to tip number 4. Increase your source of income. There are times even we try to budget tightly our needs, but if your salary is small, it's hard to save money. That's why having an additional source of income is important. Example: John and Jim are both employees. After work hours, John entertains himself with watching movies, playing computer games, and hanging out with friends, while Jim is making himself busy researching and getting ideas of how to build a small business. After 5 years, Jim has a small grocery store while still working in the same company, while John has nothing but only working in the same company with Jim. The difference is although they are the same in terms of receiving salary from their company, Jim has another income that he receives from his small business, and after another 5 years, it could be possible to turn to 5 times of what they have receiving from their salaries. And he can retire early from his work in the near future.
Do you want more videos like this? If this video is helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the like button. See you on top. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.